Hello everybody! After my first video about unique, non-exotic hunter pets got a lot of approval, I thought it's time for part 2. So today we take a look at another 10 unique, non-exotic hunter pets for the casual marksmen and survivors out there. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss any videos in the future. And without further ado, let's begin with...
No! This time, we will do it my way!
What?
I have been awakened! My true power arises! The era of flame draws near!
Okay, first of all, calm down. Just tell me what you want, okay?
Okay, so could you perhaps make the pets more fiery, burning, and stuff?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Bye.
Well, let us begin. Number 10. Hounds. Those beasts have been in the game for a long time, but ever since Shadowlands came out, they are tameable. As long as you have learned how to tame undeads. In order to learn that, you have to farm the Tome of Bone Binding for mobs in Maldraxxus. After that, you are free to go. You can find them in many different spots, but the easiest way is to get them from below Rukhmar in the Ragefire Chasm. If you are an Alliance player, your best shot of taming them is by going to the Firelands raid in Mount Hyjal. Not especially the most unique pet, but definitely a nice one. Number 9. Burning Runehound. These Runehounds are basically using the same model as Darkhounds used to have in the earlier days, but as the name suggests, they have runes carved into them. This version here can be found in the southwest of Zul'Drak and Northwind, but there are many different color variations of them. I just picked this one because of the red burning paws and the overall fiery appearance. This is definitely a more classic feeling pet that you can tame, but that makes it not worse by any means. This is definitely a cool looking pet with a somewhat unique appearance. Number 8. Rukhmar. Rukhmar is a world boss from Warlords of Draenor that can also drop a phoenix as a mount. Therefore this pet is somewhat rare since it basically always gets camped by other players. However, if you are lucky and nobody is around, this guy spawns in Draenor in the Spires of Arak near the entrance of a Sky Peak dungeon. A big burning bird will definitely bring some attention, especially because for some reason many people think this is an exotic pet that can only be tamed by beastmasters. I have no idea why people think that, probably because basically everything that's kinda cool is an exotic pet. I don't know. However, Rukhmar will be a great companion in your adventures, especially if you are a bird person. Number 7. Burning Mawroach. This is a pet probably everyone who has played Shadowlands may have seen at some point, but not as a hunter pet, and most definitely you haven't been really paying attention. This Mawroach is, well, a cockroach from a maw, and he comes in different colors. One of them is this red-orange tint that looks like the roach is burning, especially with a glowing animation. Also, if you find them wild, they are so tiny that many people confuse them with critters and don't even think about taming them. So if you want something that is rarely seen and kinda cool, here you go. Number 6. Caverndark Terror. This pet is a crab but lives in a cave in Nazjatar. What? Nazjatar? But that place is in the ocean. I thought this is about fire and stuff. Yeah, well, at least it looks like it's glowing with fire, doesn't it? You can find him in this cave in the northwest of the zone, and he's a weremob, so you have to be somewhat lucky to find him. However, he doesn't drop anything really interesting, therefore you should have good odds that he's alive and ready to be tamed. Since he's so hidden, under the water in a cave most people never visit, many people don't even know that this mob exists, and he's the only NPC in the game that has this model with this red color scheme. Definitely something you don't see every day. Number 5. Ironcrusher. Ironcrusher is one of the pets during the Beast Lord Darmok fight in the Black Rock Foundry raid from Warlords of Draenor, and it is this burning armored elephant. In order to tame him, you simply need to pull the boss next to him and then damage the boss enough so he wants to mount him. When this is done, you can simply tame it. Definitely an awesome pet, especially for Dark Iron Dwarves and Makar Orcs who go for a Blackrock Flare. Number 4. Burning Spider. Well, the Burning Spiders first got added with patch 4.2 when the Firelands got added to the game, and at the Molten Front, a daily hub which I will talk more about later in this video, are 5 different tameable weremobs in 5 different colors, but 4 of them are much easier to get in Pandaria. In the Valley of the Four Winds, there's this little cave in the northwest which can only be entered after a questline. So what do? That's right, we kill ourselves. As a spirit you can walk through the stones that block the entrance, and inside you find the red and yellow version all over the place. If you destroy the X on the ground, the orange version will appear as well, and at the end of the cave you find the green version. There also is a blue purplish version that only spawns as a rare mob Death Tilak in the Molten Front, but I'm not sure if that's still the case. I've been standing here for days now and I never saw it. Actually, this video has been done already for over 2 weeks now, but I wanted footage of this pet since it is not tamed so easily. Its level scales with yours, and it is a lot of HP, and I mean a lot of HP. Also, you can simply lower its HP, since it has a cast that one-shots everything. And you can tame him until a certain percentage is reached. The way to tame this pet is letting it kill your other pets. Every time it kills someone with his spell, he loses HP. So you let him kill your pet, put him into a trap, revive your pet, let him kill your pet again, and so on, until you are finally able to tame him. As I said, I don't even know if this guy still spawns, but in case you wanna look for him one day, now you know what to do. Number 3. Ironhorde Wolf. Let's be honest, this might be the most badass looking wolf in the game. The armor, the fire, the little bombs on his side, it's just awesome. There are 2 ways to obtain it. The first one is the same as for the Burning Elephant. Another way is in the very rest of the Tanan jungle. When you click on those little flags here, sometimes some of those wolves come to attack you, and then you can simply tame them. Same as for the elephant, there also is a fitting mount you can get by Wars of Draenor time walking. A really easy to get pet that looks really awesome. Number 2. Terrorpene. Imagine a really cool looking turtle. A real badass turtle. Now set it on fire. Boom. That's Terrorpene. Terrorpene is a weremob near the entrance of a Firelands raid on Mount Hyjal, and he walks around the magma pools. There are also other mobs with the same model. Most people are familiar with Nemesis, the other big fire turtle on Mount Hyjal. There is also the big one in the Goblin starting zone and a lot of them in the Firelands raids, but this one is the only one that actually can be tamed. Also, since it is a turtle, it has some nice defensive abilities. If you like to do some solo PvE stuff, he might come in handy for you. And also just look at him. He looks awesome. Number 1. Blazing Scorpid. This Scorpid is a pet you might have never seen before, and for good reason. Those guys at the Molten Front, the daily hub I mentioned earlier, they are hiding in lava and are not aggressive, so many people might have never seen these mobs. Also, for the longest time, this pet was not even tameable, and those who have seen these guys before might not know that they are tameable at this point. But how do you get to the Molten Front? First you have to quest through the entirety of the Hyjal zone, so that might take you some time. Then at the Shrine of Malorn you will get some new quests. After a short quest line you will get a quest calling in reinforcements, which require you to obtain 20 marks of the World Tree, and you get those marks for doing daily quests in the area, so you won't be able to go there immediately. After getting those 20 marks you can finally start the quest chain to unlock the Molten Front. When you finally enter the zone, head north and look for the Scorpids in the magma pools. Once you find one, he is all yours. A really awesome pet that definitely deserved the number 1 spot on this list. Yep, that's pretty much it. I hope I could help you and you found a pet for your own. If that's the case, consider to subscribe to the channel, because only about 3% of my viewers are actually subscribed and I really appreciate every single sub I can get. And if you realize later you actually don't want to see my videos, that's totally fine. And you can unsub whenever you want. Until then, I hope to see you next time. Bye!
The realm is on fire!